So the trip finally made it out of the chat, and me and the girls went to Japan. We had some amazing experiences enjoying the scenery, food, and shopping. In this video, I want to focus on thrift shopping in Tokyo because it was life-changing for me. I used to really love thrifting, but then I became turned off to the occasional mustiness of some of the stores and items. There's also something that I like to call the Goodwill effect, which is when you're in a thrift store and you've looked through so many old t-shirts and things that no one wants that you just walk out with the first remotely cute-looking thing that you see, and it's just a crusty, ill-fitting Shein top that hangs in your closet for about 5 years, never really worn. If you're a fellow victim of the Goodwill effect, please drop your story in the comments. Anyways, my thrift shop demoralization all changed as soon as I entered the Gaslamp Square used in vintage store in Setagaya City. They had a beautiful selection of designer vintage handbags that were in great condition, meaning no crust, no muss, no splotches. They had brands like Burberry, Celine, Louis Vuitton. This Burberry one was really cute. A small one like this would be about $100 US. The overall vibe and decor of the store was also really nice, and it was just pleasant to be in. The staff were great. The clothes themselves were so unique, well-priced, and in really good condition. Not a single sweater was pilled, and my eye was just drawn to everything. I honestly felt a rush while I was in here. It just reinvigorated my love for thrifting and shopping in general. Next, I got some omurice and pancake for breakfast and headed over to Harajuku's Takeshita Street. This place was overwhelming, but I really wanted to go because does anybody remember Gwen Stefani's perfume line that they sold at Target, Harajuku Girls? Anyways, look at this guy. This place was like the mecca of chunky shoes. I kind of wanted those purple ones, but I was scared they wouldn't fit my suitcase. A lot of Lolita vibes over here too. Even the sneakers were chunky, just lots of options. Any kind of shoe that you can think of, they had the chunky version of it. We also walked into this store, which had a lot of kind of punky Lolita elements to it. It was really cool to see because this is what I think of when I think of Japanese alternative fashion. 13-year-old me would have absolutely lost her mind in here. And I do still enjoy dressing like a Victorian ghost. So when I saw this collar that you can tie onto any outfit, I had to try it on. I felt like it had a lot of potential as an interesting layering piece, so I ended up getting it. Next, we headed over to this other thrift store, which I forgot the name of because it was kind of overpriced. But I did just want to bring your attention to the quality of the pieces here. On this velvet blouse, the accents are copper, not silver, not gold, but copper. And I just love the little details like that. They had this big hat collection, and what I thought was interesting was that they were selling this Bass Pro Shop hat for about $50 US. And it made me wonder, if they're selling used Bass Pro Shop hats for that much money, then can you come over there with a suitcase full of used Bass Pro Shop hats that you thrifted for a lower value and turn that into a lucrative side hustle? Anyways, there are a lot of cute crepe places around this street, and then we went to another thrift store, which is on the second level over there called Kinji, and I really loved it in here. This place had designer clothes too, like Burberry and Issey Miyake. And they also had a lot of upcycled clothing, such as these jean purses that you see here. They also had these dresses made from old t-shirts, and I thought this one was super interesting. This is them kind of advertising their upcycle brand, and the designer's name is Erasmus Darwin. Again, just a really beautiful, high quality, really gently used collection of unique pieces, and I really love their sweaters. It just felt like as I flipped through the rack, each one was more beautiful than the next, and I was just falling in love. Back to the upcycled Les Miserables dress, I just had to try this one on, and it was such an interesting fit too, like it was kind of cute, but it was about $50 US, and I just felt like that was a bit too much for an upcycled piece of clothing for me personally. Just look at this gorgeous 70s pink and red blouse thing with the lapels. I'm obsessed. I didn't get it, but I still think about this shirt. Anyways, so then we went walking and we found a store that sold used kimonos and obis and things like that. Didn't really end up getting one, but it's cool to know that it's there. I forgot to film it, but the store actually had vintage Burberry trench coats. Look, it's Vivienne Westwood, very Nana-coded. Afterwards, we just walked around Harajuku. That was a cool building. Just enjoyed the scenery and the advertisements and things like that. Then we went ahead, found some food, got dumplings and ramen. And then on our way back, we stopped at a makeup store. This was a cool Japanese brand here with some kind of edgy designs that I hadn't seen before. These are what some of the palettes looked like. Let's do a little reveal. Honestly, it's pretty wearable. And I'd say the same for this one too. And then I just took a video of this advert because it reminded me of the character Layla from the show Nana. I was really surprised by these random little $2 Shiseido pencils. Should have gotten one, honestly. Because Shiseido is typically a luxury brand in the United States. Usually has a counter at the department store. Another thing I noticed that was interesting was that pink eyebrow mascara was pretty standard across most drugstore brands. And then we ended the night stopping by the Shibuya crossing. Anyways, I'll go ahead and conclude this video showing off the pieces that I bought. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye-bye.